Hi there. In this video, we'll be covering how to stay motivated while writing a book. Writing a book will challenge you at every turn, and there will be points in time when you want to give up. The tips in this video are meant to help you keep going, even when you hit that rough patch and want to give in. By the end of this video, you will learn the power of purpose, how to remove the obstacles getting in your way, and how to build good habits around book writing. And stay tuned until the end of the video for an opportunity I really think you're going to enjoy. Let's dive in. Motivation is a reflection of purpose. If you have a strong enough purpose, you will keep going, even when faced with so many seemingly insurmountable challenges. When you have a deep purpose and a reason for wanting to write this book, you're going to want to continue forward. You're going to find solutions. You're going to see the problems that are in your way, and you're going to find a way past them. Whether that means doing it yourself, gaining new skills, hiring somebody to help you. There's so many different ways around this thing. There's so many ways to write a book, and yet it's so easy to want to give up because you're going to face so many challenges along the way. Is this book any good? Am I the right person to share this message? Is this thing going to resonate at all? Is it going to help me? Is it even going to find an audience? Is anybody going to want to read it? You're going to face those insecurities and doubts and the internal monologue with yourself the entire time that you're writing a book. Even when you're writing a great book, you're going to face those doubts and fears and challenges. So you want to have deep purpose. You want to have a reason to write the book, because if you don't have a reason, it's going to be too easy for you to walk away and quit. You don't want to quit. You want to keep going. And you can keep going if you have deep purpose. So again, what is your purpose? What is your reason for writing this book? It can be anything. CEO, thought leader, speaking engagements. There's so many different things that you can do to unlock the power of your message. Maybe you want to use the book as a lead magnet to generate leads and clients and opportunities for your company and drive people into these, high value offerings that you have. There's so much that you can do and so many things that you can accomplish through a book, but you can't accomplish those things if you don't write the book and if you don't finish it. So you want to connect your book to your purpose, and you want to keep going through it all. One of the things that inevitably crops up during the writing process and during the researching process and during the book process is the obstacles that we face in our way, the challenges that we put into our own paths, the self-sabotaging actions that we take. Maybe we don't spend enough time working on projects. Maybe we rush things. Maybe we don't give ourselves the time we need to work on things that matter most to us. Life gets in the way inevitably, and it can get in the way if you're writing a book. Figure out what it is that can help you get things done. Maybe look at projects that have been successful in the past. What made them successful? What patterns can you create and recreate? If a project failed, why did it fail? Where did it go wrong? Figure out how it is that you're going to unlock your best work, whether that's tech issues, maybe tech issues get in the way, the computer issues get in the way for you. Find a way past that. There's technology that you can use now to make the writing process easier than ever. Maybe you could use a tablet that captures your written words and turns them into text in a computer. Maybe it's the keyboard you want to type away, but you have a keyboard that you don't really feel comfortable using, or it hurts your wrist. Find a different keyboard. Maybe it's programs. Maybe you're using a program that's getting in the way. Get rid of the program, use Word, use Google Docs, use something that's easy. Simplify everything. When I'm talking about simplifying everything, I mean everything. I mean turning off the notifications on your phone and focusing in, because every time that alert pops up, you're being pulled away, you're distracted. You're not as focused as you could be on the task at hand. Maybe that means scheduling blocks of time during your days so you can get writing done. Maybe that means waking up earlier or staying awake later. Maybe that's spending your weekend working on it. Whatever the case may be, figure it out. Figure out what works best for you so you can keep making progress. And figure out a way forward. A lot of the authors I work with use voice-to-text transcription to actually talk through their writing. They talk through their stories. They tell their stories, record that conversation with themselves, upload it, and then they have automatic text already written. Obviously, it needs to be refined. It's not clean as is, but at the same time, it's great to have words. It's great to work with words and have this baseline of text to work from instead of worrying about how am I going to get the writing done. You don't want to have to worry about that. Make everything as simple as possible and make consistent, steady progress. When I talk about daily or weekly writing focuses, I really mean making good habits. I mean setting a goal for yourself. I'm going to do X amount of writing every single day. Maybe it's 200 words, maybe it's 50 words, maybe it's 100 words. Setting that consistent goal and trying to stick with it allows you to set a pace for yourself. It allows you to make consistent progress. Writing a book is a measure of consistency. It's not a measure of great writing. It's not a measure of anything else. It's a measure of consistency, of consistently doing the work and showing up again and again and again. If you're not showing up for yourself or you don't have time for yourself, you're going to have a tough time finishing the book because it's always going to sit. Oh, I don't have time today. How many times have we told ourselves that? I know I have. Oh, I don't have time today. Don't have time tomorrow. Don't have time the day after that. Next thing you know, it's been 6 months and the book's sitting there. What I'm talking about with this is 10 minutes a day, 20 minutes a day. Sit there and write and type away or talk into your audio recorder, and that's it. That's your entire day of writing. That's all it takes. Little incremental steps. If you can write just a little bit every single day, you're eventually going to get there. It just takes time and commitment and a measure of consistency. I want to say one more thing about motivation too, because it's so easy to get caught in the cycle of wanting more out of your book and wanting more out of success and looking at other people's success and saying, I want that. Success for you could be so different than what their success looks like. I want you to think about success in terms of your terms. I want you to think about success in terms of you, framing it for you and not worrying about anybody else, because success is going to be different for every single person. It's like playing golf or running, a marathon. Every single person's journey is a little bit different. Even if it's the same course, even if you're both writing books about similar topics, it's all different, and that's okay. Don't get caught up in this person's success, this person's bestseller status, the number of books they sold, or anything else. Don't get caught up in that because you're just going to get discouraged and it's going to be frustrating. You want this book writing journey and this book publishing journey to be awesome for you, and it requires you to reframe and think about what your best book is and not worry about anybody else, because it can be really dispiriting and demotivating to say, oh, they were a bestseller, I wasn't. Who cares? At the end of the day, who cares? Did you write your best book? Is it the best it could be? Did it help somebody? If you can say yes to those things, you've written a successful book, and that's really all that matters. If you want to learn more about how to stay motivated when writing a book, I have an accountability course that I think would be great for you. It's my Good Book Accountability course. Weekly meetings, weekly check-ins with authors just to make sure that they're moving forward, answer any questions they have. Just great to be able to meet and catch up. If you want to learn more about signing up for the course, head to my website. It's goodbookmastery.com. You can click the link below. Remember, a good book can change your life. I'm Dan Good. Thanks for watching.